In this video I'm going to use a 3-hone system for sharpening a razor. I have a Hinkle's here. I believe it's from the 1980s. I'm going to first set the bevel using with this 1000 grit king. I have an Okudo Suita that I'm going to use to refine the edge, and I'm going to finish the edge on this Shobudani Suita. Oh, the Okudo is a Suita also. So I'll set these two stones aside. Here's the king. Add some clear water to it. Well, good lesson there. Don't try to catch the blade. And I have rubber flooring here, so there's no harm done. Okay, rinse off the blade. Now I have a microscope. You can view the razor's edge. And the switch here on my microscope switches the view from binocular here to my computer so that you can see the screen, the edge on my screen here. So this is what a 1000 grit scratch pattern looks like. Very sharp lines, and they go all the way to the edge, so that's the definition of a set bevel. This is photo number 1321. Next, I'll go over to the Okudo Suita, set the king aside, and because I'm testing this as a bevel setter, I have a worn out Atama number 600, but there's no diamonds left in the middle, and the ones out of the outer area of the plate are pretty worn down, so they act more like a 1200 stone diamond plate. So this is a light slurry made right from the Okudo. There's 10. I'm using a spine sliding stroke. It helps distribute the weight of the razor out to the tip so that hopefully all the different parts of the razor come in contact with the edge come in contact with the stone. Okay, so that was 21 strokes total. And after the king, this is the effect that the Okudo had on the blade. I'll focus that in. There are still the remnants of some of the 1000 grit king scratches. I'll take a photo. But they are quite diminished as far as the depth of the scratches. They're very shallow now. Okay, next I'm going to go grab the razor gingerly and I'm going to set this Okudo aside. This is the Shobudani, and I have a Tomonagra. This is an Asagi Tomonagra. I'm not sure which mine it's from, but it's a nice complementary Tomonagra for this stone. One tip I have is if you're using Tomonagra, after you've generated your slurry, don't try to lift the Tomonagra up, slide it off the stone, and you'll have fewer chips appearing on your Tomonagra if you do it that way. Okay, so this is going to be a handheld stone. Okay, that was probably 2 minutes spent on this stone. Save some of that slurry, rinse off the blade, and back up to the microscope. Okay. This is the refinement that we've gotten to the edge now. And I'll focus that in as best I can. You can see the scratch pattern is made up of tens of thousands of little, small, sharp, made from little small pieces of slurry that are very sharp. Okay, I'm going to take a photo of that. There are the faintest shadows from the 1000 grit. I'll focus in and out. In, here's out. So I'm going past focus here. That's in focus. So, but those scratches predominantly are stopped before they get to the edge. I think I can further refine those. So I'll do that now with this Shobu. Okay, remember we haven't stropped the stone or the razor yet, which will improve the edge quite a bit. Here's a view of the bevel. There's the edge right up there, and I'll focus in. There's what we're looking at now. This is photo 1324. Pretty much all of the 1,000 grit scratches are gone. And if I scroll down towards the base of the bevel, and I can keep it in focus. Here's the base of the bevel down here. This is where the face of the razor meets the base of the bevel. All those 1,000 grit king scratches are gone now. Okay, the next step would be to go to a strop. And I have here, this is a vintage Illinois razor strop, horsehide. It's clean. I don't paste or spray my strops, just plain old leather. Rinse off the blade again. And up to the microscope. There we are. Okay, you can see the edge was polished up a little bit from the horsehide. Now I have some hair here, and we'll see what kind of hanging hair tests we can get. Hanging hair test results from this razor. Well, that was a 4, bordering on a 5. That was a 5. And that was a 5. I get another piece of hair. Of course, this is the fun part, and I could do this all day long. That was a 4. Came back over on my finger. That was a 5. These are just 5s all along here. And of course, handheld stones, it's a little bit more of a challenge. Your technique comes into play. But these are all 5s. From these two natural stones, including the Tomonagra and bevel set with a king. And that whole sequence took about 13 minutes.